Congratulations on this series.
Thank you.
I know I just found my new favorite show to binge. Because this show is good, guys.
Oh,
Thank
good.
you.
You laid the groundwork for something really special here. And I have to say, because I watched the show, but then I went online to see what the early critics were saying, and they were saying that Stick is Apple TV's next Ted Lasso. Mm-hmm. Ted Lasso was a huge show. How does that make you all feel to hear those comparisons?
Well, I feel like Hollywood always compares. It's like when you're pitching something, and it's like, let's say it's Mark and I, it would compare it to, it's Butch and Sunday. It's all, they don't, you could easily pick, like we say in the thing, Turner and Hooch, shows that did Tango and Cash. So there's always something that did well, and they like to sort of align themselves.
It's better that they compare it to a popular thing than
bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Things were supposed to be different for me. I look in the mirror. I would not bet on that guy.
Although the divorce has been finalized, there's still the outstanding matter of the family home.
I object.
To what?
That's contempt.
We're not in a
Okay,
courtroom.
I feel like you guys are ganging up on me. My
3-6.
chair's not as high as yours.
There's a tiny lever under it.
Please.
Court's adjourned.
For you, Owen, you star in this. Your EP on this, so you're wearing many hats.
Am I the EP?
You are.
Well,
you got a
I learned
credit.
is that alleged? Did I just make that
No,
up?
you didn't. I was reading this morning and I was like,
I
oh,
am
shit,
a
he was my
EP?
boss.
Yeah, he was your
Really?
boss. Well, let's
The whole
start there
time.
then.
I should've
How
been
was
nicer.
it, Mark
Yeah.
and
Why didn't
Judy?
I throw my weight
How
around
was it
more?
having Owen as your boss on this show?
He was bossy. I'm now remembering.
Yeah, I don't think he was entirely aware that he was
He was
the
the boss.
boss.
Doesn't
So
really wear that
it was
hat.
nice to be able to work with a boss that was non-threatening and just doing his job.
Yeah, I saw myself more as a coach. And
okay.
so I had players. I was a player coach, and I had players on the team. And so you have to relate to different players, in a different way. And so Mark, a great athlete, and how do I get the best out of him? I'm talking about as a performer. And so that was kind of unlocking that.
What was amazing about him being a real boss is that at any time that the camera stopped, it was like, where's Owen? He's golfing. He was golfing over him. So hitting the ball about 100 yards away.
But might as well have said training for the
You were
part.
training.
That's fair.
You were
Working.
training.
Working.
Yeah. Okay, that's
golfing
right,
was
that's
a
right.
I do
synonym for
remember
working.
one day where we got lectured that no one's allowed to hit balls anymore. No one's allowed to wander off and golf anymore. Because
Blame the
even
boss.
The crew was doing it.
Everyone's hitting balls.
Everyone.
Now, Owen, I read that the Wilson family are huge golfers. So I have to know, did Luke and Andrew at all help you dust off your skills to prepare for this role? Or did you seek real training?
Yeah, both my brothers are good golfers. I had never played before this show. And so growing up, they had played with my dad, and I was kind of the odd man out. And so that was one of the nice things about this show was, sort of learning and now being able to play with those guys. And, they both, what I've also realized is I always thought of them as, and have described them as great golfers. And now that I know about golf, I'm like, they're not that good.
They're not that good.
Or, I mean, I certainly can, play with them.
Yeah.
And there's sort of different personalities that come out. Andrew's kind of a stickler for golf etiquette. And Luke can be cranky, but likes to joke around, whereas Andrew's not much talking.
What's your golfing style? What's your style?
My style is hit and miss.
Same.
I feel. Are you very good?
No.
Yeah.
I'll get out there at some point.
Yeah, you got some clubs.
They sent me the clubs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's
I
half
got
the
my
battle.
buddy. I'll go out with you and your brothers.
That would be great. That would be a great.
Don't forget Judy. She want to go.
Oh, I'm okay.
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 Yeah, she's good. She'll watch from the sideline, from the car, with a margarita.
Yeah.
Margarita.
Price. Why was it important for you to play someone like Price? I don't think I've seen you play someone like him, but I enjoyed watching you step into this world of Price.
Well, it's funny. I think, first of all, the name Price Cahill really, to me, sounds like a golfer. and then the character that Tim plays, Clark Ross. Those are good golfer names. And why I wanted to play the character was meeting with Jason, the show creator, and just getting along with him. And in a way, you know, all the sports that I watched, you know, and have watched, it was a kind of a way of redeeming that time. It wasn't wasted time. It's all led me to playing this character.
But also, I think you and I emotionally are at a place in our lives where we've been through some stuff, and these characters have been through some stuff. So it's kind of nice to be able to do a fictionalized version of an emotional, you know, makeup that, you know, is relatable to me. And certainly to him,
right? Because neither one of us obviously played golf before this, and we're
both broken men.
Yeah,
right.
But I will say, Mark, I appreciated that Mitz was almost like a sounding board for Price. Like you almost kept him from not going completely over the edge, but close enough.
Yeah, an aggravated conscience.
Yeah.
That's good.
You don't need to cut the corner here.
Why go around when you can just go over?
Tell me you don't want to go on this trip.
I don't want to go on this trip.
Your mouth's saying one thing, but those eyes are saying something else.
Now, Judy, the last time I believe you and Owen worked together, he was a Great Dane in Marmaduke. What was it like this time? Right?
No,
do you remember that movie?
Remember? Oh, I do. My friend Tom died.
Yeah.
So funny because someone recently was like, "Well, it's your second time working with Owen," and I was like, "No, it's not."
Right. It is.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. I was your mother.
Right.
Marmaduke was my dog.
Come here.
So what was it like now to play his ex-wife and to work with him and under those circumstances?
Well, to be physically in the same room together when acting.
Nice.
Yeah. No, it was
But
really.
does a wife sort of also, you know,
Then we
act like,
are
did you
also-
draw on being a mother?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Amberlynn is very much, she has definitely transitioned to mother to Price for sure. She's really like concerned with his well-being, that he's dealing emotionally with what's happening in his life, and I think also really excited for him. You know, she says that she sees a spark in him that she hasn't seen in a while, and I think that makes her like really, well, I know it makes her really happy.
Yeah.
And as far as our relationship in Marmaduke, I mean, you know, ask the fans.
Yeah.
They'll tell you what chemistry
Yeah.
we
Exactly.
had
Right.
in that movie.
Speaking of another classic, Wedding Crashers. It's coming up on its 20th anniversary,
Oh my
I believe
gosh.
next month.
Wait,
20
that makes
years.
me feel so old.
Gosh.
20 years. What do you remember about creating that movie? Any fond memories that still stick out in your head today?
Well, it's funny. I do remember we filmed near here. We're here in Los Angeles, and there was a church over near Larchmont, and I remember Vince and I had some bicycles and just riding over, you know, on break. But that was just a fun one to make.
Yeah.
I watched it recently.
Really?
Oh, what was your thoughts?
Really?
It's funny. There's
Yeah.
a lot of funny stuff in there.
It
Yeah.
holds up 20 years later. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Stick will hold up as well. Again, I'm a fan already. Congratulations on
Thank
creating
you.
this. And yeah, I can't wait for the rest of the world to take it in.
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
likewise.
you.
Congrats.